Ryan.
Here's Ryan. So, good body position, hips and legs are riding high in the water. Good even breathing, so your head's not doing extra motion. Extension is pretty good. So you're entering well and then reaching forward pretty well. If you watched any of the other videos, almost everybody has room for a little bit of improvement in the extension, up through elite level swimmers. So it's something you always have to think about, is you really try to reach forward as far as possible. Some of that is just flexibility, so doing out of the water flexibility, shoulder flexibility, lat flexibility. You're extending a little low, so as you're reaching forward, you're sort of reaching forward and down slightly. So what happens there is that you won't really start pulling your body forward until a little later in the stroke. As far as the technique of the pull, you're very close to getting a high elbow catch. It's like you get it for a little bit, and then it's sort of a straight arm pull through there. So you're along the spectrum between a straight arm and a high elbow catch technique. So two main things for you to think about would be trying to extend a little more directly forward as opposed to forward and down, and then really initiating that high elbow catch as early as possible in the stroke. Here you can see you're sort of extending right to the midline. So my advice on that is to extend slightly off to the side, so a little to the left if you're on the left, a little to the right if you're on the right. And here you can see what I'm talking about with the extension point, so it's sort of forward and down. You would want that arm pointing directly forward, in my opinion. And then here, this is the beginning of a straight arm pull, so that's, upper arm and forearm are in the same line. And then right there, see the difference in your hand and your forearm versus your upper arm, so that's the beginning of a catch. And then you're sort of following through from there. So you do get the catch. It's initiated a bit late in the stroke, so earlier would be better. And then extending forward will help as well. Everything else looks pretty good. Nice finish to the stroke there as well.